What's up, fam? How's everyone? Jackson Johnson here from the Jackson Johnson podcast. So you want to know how to stay motivated for the gym, and a little bonus, how to stay motivated to eat healthy and stay fit. I've got a few things I've written down that I think is going to be a big part of it. But to start off, I want to say there is no set way, and these dot points might not work exactly for you. But what we want to do from this is understand maybe the psychology you're going through. I actually deal with this on a daily basis with my clients, having to kind of push them along the way when they first start, really having to be a bit more pushy than what I would even think I would need to be to get them going. But once they start going, it's quite simple. They start really loving coming to their sessions. They start really loving and enjoying their healthy food because they feel good after. So let's go through some key points that I've written down so we can keep on track. You want to remove invisible barriers. So without me even reading off the notes, this basically means you sometimes make excuses or put walls up in places to self-sabotage. What this is doing is you don't believe you're actually good enough to be fit, or good looking, or be sexy, or have a good body. You might have been that person at school that wasn't popular or that didn't have that certain look. So you've just kept that, and you're addicted to being average. You're addicted to being normal, and you don't want to be seen as better. You don't want to be having your shoulders back with good posture. A lot of my female clients, they don't want to have their boobs looking big and good because they don't want to be picked on. They might have been picked on when they're in high school, or they don't want the attention in that way. But what you got to understand is it's not about having the attention in a bad way. It's about being healthy and being happy on the inside. When you're happy on the inside, you're going to start reflecting that on the outside. You're only going to attract awesomely fun, interesting people that are going to love you for you anyway. But they're also going to like it if you don't let yourself get fucking overweight, or you don't let yourself get unhealthy to the point where you can't even run around on the beach with your kids because you're being unfit as fuck. So invisible barriers, it's nice and simple. You know those people, you know yourself, those times when you're like, oh, because of my work schedule, I can't make it to the gym. Oh, because of this, oh, I'm looking after someone. Oh, I have a dog. Oh, in my relationship, I don't have time. Oh, because I've got kids. You think there's other people out there that aren't busier than you. Everyone has 24 hours in a day. Stop making those invisible barriers up just to self-sabotage yourself. It's important to understand that you're not going to get fit and good and look good until you feel like you're worth it. And to do that, you must take the steps to get there. You know what I mean? I like that training, there's no shortcuts. You know, there's obviously chicks out there. You can get like fake boobs or butt implants, or you can get Botox done. But people can see that. When you see someone, a guy or a girl who has a good physique, you can see it through their smile. You can see it because they're happy. You can see it because they're a good person to be around. And you see the hard work. You see them taking those meals in containers to work, or being around and skipping the alcohol, skipping the dessert and having a healthier meal. You see that. And it's actually intimidating sometimes, but you also look up to it. Because even if you don't like the person, you go, oh wow, like I wish I was more like that. So let's go on to the next section, the next tip. Number 2, get a gym buddy. This one is super important, and it may not always be the case that you can do this, but I think it's pretty simple. Like, I think if you can find 5 dates on Tinder in a few hours, I'm pretty sure you can find someone who'll come to the gym with you. It's an equal value exchange. You're helping them, they're helping you. You stay committed. You keep each other motivated, and there's nothing better than training with a training partner. That's why personal trainers are so successful, good personal trainers, because there's someone there to chat with, to push you through. You don't have to train with someone who's epic, has an incredible body, or is like someone that you have to look up to. It can be your neighbor, it can be one of your friends, and you know it's one of those people that you've mentioned before to them, oh, we should like do a mountain climb together, or we should go to the gym together, but you just don't, because you don't think it's realistic. Start committing. Just start with 2 days a week. Just start with 2 days and be like, hey, look, let's meet at this time, 2 days. Let's make it our time. Let's make that time structured. That's us. Getting a gym buddy is so important, especially like if you're getting into bodybuilding or powerlifting or whatnot. Having someone there in between sets to be like, okay, I think you're going too heavy, or let me spot you, or to keep you safe and also to push you. And I love that competitive side. When I was younger, the thing that really pushed me to make my body better, make me a lot stronger is my friends around me. I wasn't the biggest guy in high school, so when I was training with my friends, I was like, oh, I really want to get stronger. I want to be a better person. And if my friend is training more consistent than me and they've been eating better than me and they get a PB on their squat or their bench press, I'm like, okay, time for me to step up. It's motivating in the competitive way. It's really fun that way. And you can always find someone, it's the 21st century. We've got social media. I'm sure you can find someone. Number 3, join a gym that you like. This is super important. I mean, everyone knows that person, or you're probably listening to this yourself thinking, I signed up at a gym and I've only gone once this year. It's the end of fucking 2018. What the fuck are you doing? You're just giving your money away. Cancel your membership, step up and find somewhere that you enjoy. Maybe you like a high intensity style training studio like F45. Maybe you want to get into dancing, pole dancing, break dancing, whatever. Find a fitness style place that you enjoy. Find a gym that has a good aura to it, has a good vibe to it, and really work on what you think is going to be the thing that's going to keep you there the most. Not what is the best to get your best physique, but what exercise is the most fun for you and what you enjoy the most. And that's actually going to get you the best results, because any exercise is better than no exercise. I always say to my clients, if you're eating a good diet and you're shoveling rocks in your backyard, you'll actually look better than people that are in here following like a really high-end bodybuilding program, but they're not following the diet properly. Number 4, track your progress. This is super important. I spent 2 years using MyFitnessPal to figure out how many calories I'm having each day. I don't really like using MyFitnessPal so much to get you to eat less. For me, it was because I was under eating and I was always so busy. I wasn't getting my protein and my macros in. I wasn't eating enough food. So that was letting me know when I didn't have enough food in so I could make more. And also, I do advise to use it just for a few weeks. If you want to lose body fat and you think that you've done it all, you think, oh, I've tried every diet, or I've tried all the programs, all the workouts. Maybe it's because you're overeating between your snacks, you're just not noticing, you're getting liquid calories in. Try a few different things. MyFitnessPal is a good thing. Also, with Track Your Progress, you want to track your workouts as well. I always have like a little notes file, or even back in the day, it was an actual notebook on me, and I would just write, what my personal best lifts were, how many reps and sets I was getting in, what exercises felt good. And then you can figure out what's overtraining and what's undertraining, because you'll figure out, okay, 2 weeks ago, I lifted this much and I couldn't even lift that much this week. How many days have I trained? Oh, I've trained 6 days. I've trained 1.5 hours every day. Oh, maybe I'm overtraining. I'm doing a lot more sets than I did a few weeks ago. So maybe you pull the training back. Most likely, people that are listening to this, you're probably just not training enough or efficiently. You might be doing too much cardio and you're not training specific compound movements. If you want to talk more about that, you can get a hold of me, email me, check out my website. I've got really awesome programs. I've just launched the new 12-week strong lean bulk and 12-week shred as well. So check them out. They're on jacksonjohnson.fitness. Really interesting stuff. Took me a few weeks. Really made them simple to follow. Good diagrams. The meal plan's really good. It can teach you how to do all your macros and your calories yourself. So number 5, don't set overly ambitious goals. I always have clients that come to me and they're like, here you go, Jackson, this is what I want to look like in 10 weeks by summer. And a lot of guys do it, and it's a picture of like a actor, maybe the Thor. Like you got Thor, and he's looking incredibly jacked, shredded, big arms, and it would have taken him 5 or 6 years to get to this stage. And he's got nutritionists and personal trainers with him 24 hours a day, and that's the only thing he needs to do is to get in shape for that movie. So I always say, look, let's just be the best version of yourself, and you got to set goals that are attainable and revisit them every few weeks to check like where you're at. And if you see that you're not getting anywhere close to them, you look at adjusting a few things, or maybe adjust the goal, make it more realistic, but still be excited about some progress. Little progress is all we need, because little progress compounds into massive progress over a long amount of time. So, number 6, reward yourself. For those who like to exercise, this enjoyment offers enough motivation in itself to actually go to the gym. So, I did cheat meals for a long time. I don't like the word cheat. The word cheat sounds, like it's a bad thing. It's a negative thing. But at the end of the day, you've got to find something to reward yourself. So, for me, I was my goal was to gain as much muscle as possible without putting on too much fat. So I would eat quite good quality meals. I wasn't eating shit all the time, but I would go and do a cheat meal once or twice a week, and it rewarded me for going there. And then I would write things down. Like I would say to myself, okay, go to the gym today, and then that way you can watch that series on Netflix that you want to watch without feeling guilty. And it sounds silly, but I'd rather do something, and when I'm doing it, be like, I earned this. I feel good about it. So you got to set yourself little rewards. I give myself give myself and my clients rewards like, okay, get to this level of body fat, get to this level of consistency, make sure you're checking in every week, and then go on a holiday, go on a cruise for 7 days, go to Thailand or Bali, do something really fun, but still stay sustained and consistent while you're over there, and don't just blow everything out of the water. Reward yourself, but don't get ahead of yourself. All right. Number 7. This one's really interesting, and it's about having the right mindset in the morning. I mean, if you can own the first 30 minutes of waking up, that will compound into a good day. So if the first thing you do in the morning is jump on your phone and scroll, and then grab orange juice out of the fridge and jug it, and then lay on the ground or go around on the laptop or computer and watch Netflix, you're going to have a pretty shitty, inconsistent day. So for me, it's like, get up in the morning, take a few deep breaths, have that cup of water that you've left just at your bed or up on the bench. So a room temperature cup of water. And then I'm going to get my gratitude diary out. I'm going to write in my gratitude diary what I'm grateful for, what things that I feel positive about. Maybe write 2 little goals for the day. Like, hey, coach, today I'm going to do my washing. I didn't do it yesterday. I'm going to tick that off. And today I'm going to get a hold of someone I love, like my mum, or, a girlfriend, or if you're a girl, a boyfriend, and just let them know that you love them and you appreciate them in your life. This is going to come back tenfold. Even if you're only writing it down in the diary and no one's seeing it, I can promise you that you will have a positive, more grateful life by writing things down and actually looking at them. And sometimes you realize that when you write the same thing down every time, like every morning, you're like, damn, I'm grateful for that stuff. Maybe I should be telling that person or that situation, explaining to that, if you're grateful for having legs and being able to walk, you might end up running more and going outside and exploring more. If you're grateful for having a partner that's supportive of what work you're doing or your transformation, you're wanting to lose body fat or put on muscle, you might tell them that, look, thanks for hanging out thanks for staying by me while I'm working on myself, and I appreciate it. Things like that, they come back tenfold, and I think you should try it. It's really, really important. That's a part of own the morning and own your day. So it's really important that after you write in your gratitude diary, that you get up and think, okay, do I want to do like a walk outside, or to do a stretch? Maybe you want to do a little bit of yoga, some breathing, some Wim Hof. Get a cold shower in after you've done some movement. Jump on a foam roller, stretch your back. These things don't take long. I know it sounds like a lot, but scrolling your phone for 30 minutes, I do this all the time, and then I realize, holy shit, I could have got so much other stuff. I could have gone for a walk, come back, did some yoga, made breakfast, had a cold shower in the same time that I went through 30 scrolls on Instagram, read some shit that means nothing to any of us, and we're definitely not grateful for that, and it wouldn't be on our gratitude diary. So make sure that your first meal of the day is really healthy. I can tell you right now, it's easy to eat healthy in the morning. You're barely even hungry, and if you are really hungry, it's because you're dehydrated. So make sure you get plenty of water in. Just drink some warm water with some lemon in there. Once a week, you might want to put some apple cider vinegar in there, but don't go too crazy. And then wait half an hour. If you're still hungry, then yes, you probably are hungry because you didn't eat enough food the last day, or you just got a great metabolism and you're really pumping. There's a lot of people that work in labor jobs, or they're moving around for the day. That means you're going to have a nice big breakfast. But for someone like me, where I'm actually doing a fair bit of movement, but really I understand that I don't need high calories or high carbs in the morning. What I do need is some protein and some fats, so my brain functions, so I feel good, I'm sustained, and I can work through all the way to lunch without having snacks and eating shit that I don't actually want to eat. So that first meal of the day, that sets the standard. If that's not healthy, I can pretty much guarantee that your lunch and your dinner isn't going to be much better. And dinners is usually where people go wrong. They might have a healthy dinner, but there's like the dessert, the snack on the way from work home. You pick something up that you shouldn't do. Someone at work has a cake, or it's a birthday or something, you eat what you shouldn't have had. So start as good as you can in the morning. Try to eat as healthy as you can at lunch. And that way, that lets a little bit of leeway for maybe a dessert, but we could go for more of a raw treat or something like a healthy dessert, like maybe some protein oats or a little slice of dark chocolate or something that's not bad for us, and we can enjoy it and still get results. Once you've hit that, you want to make sure that you're doing some exercise and some movement throughout the day. So if you're in an office job, you want to make sure you're getting up every half an hour, going for a walk, maybe some air squats, some body weight squats, some push-ups, find something to do some dead hangs off. If you want more ideas on programming, my mind and body transformation program on my website, 12-week mind and body transformation, it includes a body weight program that you can do at the office or at work, in between calls, in between your breaks. It can only take you 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe just choose 2 or 3 exercises for every 10 to 15 minutes you have off. I'd recommend that you don't try to do any work for more than 90 minutes straight, especially if you're like doing computer work, analytic style work where you're trying to count numbers, or you're writing or whatever. It's important to know that the brain only can function at a high level for a short amount of time. We're not designed to be working on a computer or trying to figure things out at a high intensity non-stop. We're more designed for like, hey, we need food. Here's an animal running. Let's chase it down. Let's think about it. Let's get it, come back, eat, have a rest, and start again. So in that way, you got to go through that in your head. If you're doing a lot of work, you got to think to yourself, okay, 90-minute timer. Every time that 90-minute timer goes off, you can cruise over, do some bodyweight squats, do some dead hangs, do some handstands on the wall, and just get that heightened sense, get that brain function going, get yourself feeling good, have a glass of water, do a quick stretch, take 5 to 6 deep breaths. 5 to 6 deep breaths actually is proven to lower blood levels. So high blood pressure, So blood pressure, I was trying to get that right. So 6 deep breaths, it's going to make you feel more calm. It's going to make you feel a lot better. If my anxiety is freaking out and I'm super stressed, I just take 6 slow, deep breaths and bang, I'm already in the zone. I'm ready to go. And I'll repeat that 3 to 4 times nearly every day, and it's very effective. All right, guys, that's it for the episode. Thank you so much for listening. Again, if you enjoyed this episode and you know anyone else who would appreciate it, it would mean the world to me if you shared it to them. I am so excited to do these podcasts on a more regular basis while I'm traveling. I'm off to Canada. I'm heading to Vancouver for a few days. If you're in Vancouver, jump on my Instagram, give us a DM, give us a yell out on the comments, and I'll get back to you. I'd love to meet up with everyone. Then I'm off to Toronto to pick up the boss. Then we're going into Barbados, and I'm running Active Escapes, which is a training camp in Barbados. If you're in Barbados, that would be super epic. We can come meet. Then I'm coming back up to Toronto. I'll be in Toronto for 7 days to run City Shred, which is a massive training at like a football stadium. It's going to be absolute ultimate fun, sweat fest. I know it's quite cold over there at the moment, so it's going to be epic. Once I'm finished in Toronto, I fly back to Australia to see the Kevin Hart show, and then one of the OG funniest guys ever. Like, I can't believe I'm going to go see him live. I'm super excited. Then I'm going to be living in Bali for 5 weeks. That's going to be epic because I'm going to have my own place. I'm going to be just in that one spot, and the whole point of being in Bali is to work on new training programs, get myself super fit, and record podcasts. I'm going to be doing 2 podcasts every week and 1 YouTube video. We're going to be learning gymnastics, bodyweight training, what villas I'm staying at. I'm going to be doing some surfing. I'm super excited. Then when I get back from Bali, I'm back in Australia for 2 weeks to see all my clients, to see my mum, catch up with everyone, and then I'm off to Japan for 3 weeks. I've got to learn how to snowboard. I've never snowboarded before, so that's going to be super fun. If you're going to go to Japan in the end of January, give us a holler. It'd be cool to catch up. If you're going to be in Bali over December, like from 12th of December to the 12th of January, give me a holler. That'd be super epic. I appreciate you guys listening, and I just thought, what an awesome time to jump on. It's Friday, just finished having an awesome meal, and I'm heading to the gym to train a client and have a workout. So I hope that it gives you some insight on how to stay motivated and get motivated for the gym. I will do a more in-depth one on nutrition and how I stay motivated in the food, and that's more about like planning ahead and just having meal prep always there, having a frozen meal always in the fridge as like a safety meal if you're running out of time and you're in a rush, carrying like tuna and like microwave rice on you when you go to work, simple things like that. I'll go into more in depth. Hope you really enjoyed that episode. Thank you so much for listening. Have a epic weekend. Bless, guys. See ya.